Hilda asked me one day, what did she say to her daughter at dinner when there were no lights because she could no longer afford to pay the light bill? Would her daughter be able to sleep in her own bed? Would her daughter be able to continue to go to the same school? Would she still be able to play with her friends on her street? I'm happy to say that after 3.5 years of fighting, Hilda and Carlos saved their home from foreclosure. But it's also stories of people like Nancy and Ernie. They owned their home for over 17 years. Ernie suffered both a stroke and throat cancer and still had to declare bankruptcy before obtaining a loan modification. Let me say it again. Ernie suffered a stroke, had throat cancer, and his bank still made him file bankruptcy before they offered him a loan modification. It's not right. I'm happy to say that Nancy and Ernie did save their home, and they're still living there. But it's also people like Sandy who got disabled on the job, yet still paid her mortgage for over 3 years without having a job. But she couldn't keep up. She wasn't able to continue to pay her mortgage, and she lost her place to call home. And today, Sandy is desperately fighting to find a new place to find home. But she can't. She can't find an apartment that's affordable that also accommodates her disability. So what does Sandy do? Where does she go? These are just 3 stories of the thousands of Chicagoans who have done everything right, yet still are unable to find housing. It's people that were lied to, tricked, and taken advantage of, that have suffered illness, disability, divorce, and in some cases death, while desperately trying to save their homes, their families, and their lives. So why is housing so important to me? Because it all starts with a good place to live. Where you send your kid to school, access you have to transportation to get to work, the ability that your child has to go outside and play, it all starts with where you live. And in Chicago, we're in crisis. In the Belmont-Cragen community alone, over 2/3 of renters pay more than half of their income every month just on housing costs. Think about it, half of your paycheck every month just goes to rent. How do you live? How do you save? How do you thrive? So what can we do? What can we do to support renters and homeowners in our communities? We can disrupt. We can disrupt displacement. We can disrupt gentrification. We can disrupt unscrupulous mortgage practices. We can stand up and disrupt. And what we can do is come up with strategies that are responsive to where people are at now, that support the families that are currently living in our communities that can't afford a place to live. People who have continuously been displaced from one community to another, that have had to pack up their lives in boxes and try desperately to find a place to live. So today, I ask you to join me in finding solutions. Solutions that are responsive, that meet the needs of the community where they're at, and disrupt. So I ask all of you to join me in asking the city of Chicago to implore a housing strategy that is responsive, that meets the needs of communities, that focuses on affordable housing.
That's right.
Not on displacement, gentrification, and bad mortgage practices. So that every Chicagoan has a safe and affordable place that they can call home, because we all deserve it. Thank you.